theism, you have pantheism, and then I think here would be the third main category would be atheism, right? Meaning no or non, theos, God. This is the view that there's no God at all, right? No God at all. And this view is summarized very well by the popularizer of science, Carl Sagan, who wrote a book, Cosmos, in the 80s. Kind of in the 70s, 80s, 90s, Sagan was really big. He's passed away now, but he was a kind of someone he was a scientist who was able to kind of popularize science for the layman. And in his book Cosmos, this is how really I think he defines this worldview. He says the cosmos is all that is, or ever was, or ever will be. That's just a great summary of his atheistic worldview. The physical universe is all that is, or was, or ever will be. Now, again, it's so important to see how these ideas trickle into culture. And here's just one illustration. How many of you, as a kid growing up, your parents read to you the Berenstain Bears? Yeah, we've got some of these books in our home. There's some good books, but if you take the Berenstain Bears, you take the Bears Nature Guide, right? Here's the cover, and you read this, what you're going to find is this kind of atheistic, naturalistic worldview. Here, let me read to you the book, some of the book. It says this: nature is every person, thing, and place here on Earth and out in space. Nature is the sun, the moon, the stars. It's faraway planets like Venus and Mars. It's the mountains, the valleys, the shore, the sea. Nature is you. Nature is me. And then you open up to the last page of the Bears Nature Guide, and here's what you see. It's all that is, or was, or ever will be. Right? Sound familiar? Yeah, that's Carl Sagan's famous line in Cosmos. It's all that is, or what's all that is, or was, or ever will be? Nature, right? And so here you have, atheistic ideas that make their way from the ivory towers of academia into, you've got a popularizer of science, and then into kids' books. And the idea, and I think the important thing for us to think about is how worldview trickles down into every area of life.